Hi everybody, this is Becca from Watch Becca Plan, and today I am going to talk about this. In a turn of events that absolutely nobody saw coming, I have decided to move back into my filofax holborn. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I just say holborn. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I don't know. I just say how I think you say it. So, this is, if you saw my last video, I was in that Moterm, and I really love that cover, but, I don't know, I just kept thinking about my filofax, and I was like, I really miss it, and I really love it, so I'm just going to move back into that. So I went and grabbed it, and I moved all the pages over. I had 19 millimeter rings in the Moterm, and this has 23, 25 in it, so the rings were bigger, so I can add more stuff to it. So I'm going to do a full flip through of this, so it's going to be a longer video. I just grabbed a drink. I got my Alani, and just sit back and kind of enjoy, because it's going to be a little longer than the last videos that I've been sharing, because I'm going to do a full flip. So this is the personal filofax holborn in black. I got it last year, I think, or the year before. I got it last year at this time. So it's been about a year. It's got some great character. It's getting very soft and very smooth. And I'm really enjoying it greatly. It is a great planner. It has no big back pocket. It has pockets, card pockets up here, and then a pocket back here, and a pocket back there, and then back here it has a zipper pocket and a big wide pocket. So inside I have my inserts. I keep my pen here because it doesn't really fit in the pen loop with the Franklin Covey compact inserts, and the pen loop is kind of tight, and it's really hard to get out with this pen grip here on my Uniball one. So I just leave my pen out, or I just like put it right there, or leave it out and put it in the pages or something. So on this side I have car insurance information. I'm not going to pull this out too much, but I have an if found sticky note from Peanuts Planner Co. She has some printable sticky notes on her website, and one of them is an if found one. So I printed that out on this craft paper sticky notes and stuck it right there, filled it out and stuck it right there. So and then over here I have some of my favorite craft paper sticky notes and grid sticky notes from Mr. Pen. I think that's like $3, and you get like 6 or 7 stacks of sticky notes, and they're grid and craft paper. I absolutely love it. That's really inexpensive, and they're really nice sticky notes. Then I have this key here from Peanuts Planner Co. I'm slowly filling this in as I do the planning. So, when I do April's plan with me, or April's monthly calendar, I will fill this out as I go. My symbol key, my color code key, and then on the back I have my weekly schedule, which I don't have many things that happen every single day, every single week at the same time. So, it's not very full. This is the new sticky note, or the new stencil. And then I have my stencil back here. This is the Becca's favorite stencil. It has glitter clear filament. We've been really working on this. The glitter was causing some of the icons to have a rough edge, and in any other print it wouldn't really matter, but with a stencil you really need a clean edge. So we've been working on flattening it and pressing it and with the machine, and getting it smooth so that when you trace the shapes it's not like bumpy because of the glitter. But I really like it, and it has a lot of really awesome icons on it. I will be, hopefully this week we will be releasing that one, hopefully. Cross our fingers. And then so for the inserts I have the same beginning setup as my A6 and Pocket. This is another one of those side-loading things. And I just have the same stuff in the front. These are the book covers for my book log, cover tracker, mood key, postal office for my P.O. box thing, Esper card. This is from Toasted by Eli. I just printed it on photo paper. Actually, I printed out photo paper from Dollar Tree and stuck it in. This is a sheet protector that I cut down and then did like a side diagonal cut on and made a pocket. And in it, I just have a pediatric pain medication weight guide. And then this is a sticky note that I have in all my planner. I move it from planner to planner, and it I made it into a dashboard in my freebies. This I got off Pinterest. This is from Bookish Agenda, my Bookish Agenda. She did a yearly overview with the weeks, and then on this side it has holidays. And I think she only offers it in personal and Frank Covey compact. So I was very excited to be in a size where I could use it. This is a yearly overview with the calendars, and then a list of the days, and then major events go in here, and then like all my tracking goes up here. This is from Hey Planner Girl. I just love this. I don't really care about the holidays on the back, but I thought this was really cool. So I printed that. This is my SMART goal thing, guide. It just had like for SMART goals, and then on the other side I have my 2 main goals for the year. I started out with 4, but I really was having a hard time keeping up. One was decluttering and one was finances, and I've been really good about working on it, so I don't know if it should really be like a goal like this, or it's not very measurable. So I don't know. I don't know. I tried to do it once a week. But this tracker itself works great for books and YouTube, so I just decided to track those goals in other ways besides this insert. Important dates. This goes from year to year for me. It's not year specific. It's just things that happen every year on the same day. That's from Peanuts Planner Co. Ghost, one of my favorite metal bands or rock bands. Bad Omens is another one. And then this starts my monthly. So my monthly, I think I have this up in Pocket Plus, the dated one. I think I have it up in Pocket Plus. I was working on A6, and now I can do Franklin Covey Compact for dated. But I have the undated as a freebie, I think. Might have been in the shop. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's released. I don't know what it is, where it is, but I know I released it as an undated. And I really enjoy using monthlies. I use the crap out of my monthly. There are so many things that I can track in my monthly that instead of putting a sticky note somewhere or having a separate insert, I can just track on my monthly. So what I do is I have a key down here for all the symbols. A star is a win, and I just use my stencil to make the stars. And I had that journaling insert in my A6 and my Pocket Plus. And one of the things on there was top wins of the month, or like wins of the month. So instead of having a separate insert, because I wasn't using the journaling portion of it, I the last couple weeks before I switched, like I just wasn't using it. So I decided to move the wins in here. So I do a star and then I write the win for the day. I don't do it every day, but just when things come up that are like a big thing. So I put the star, and then I just put what the win was for the day. And then at the end of the month, I put the top win of the month on the yearly tracker. Right here. And then these green boxes are days that my son has school, so I can track the school schedule and if he goes or not. And then I have a check mark means he went, X means he didn't go, and then an asterisk is a snow day. And then the little boxes are when I give him his allergy medication, because we have to give him his allergy meds every day. So I have those. I need to fill in the rest of these. And then when I set up April, I will add, I already have the school schedule in, but I will add in the little boxes into April as well. And then as stuff comes up, I add it in here because I keep my monthlies for long term. For the after the year is over, I will keep my monthlies, but I will not keep my weeklies or my dailies. So important information needs to go in here. I think I keep my yearly inserts too, but important information needs to go on the monthly because this is what I'll look back on in the future. So I try to use my inserts knowing that. This is April. I have to set this up this week. And then it is the rest of the year in here. This is the lace that still makes me angry. This I made, I had it in Personal Plus and as a laminated dashboard, and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just remade it. But I really love it. And then starts my weekly. I was using this hardcore this week and this week. And then last night I decided I was going to try dailies again. So I used to be a monthly and a daily person, and I didn't really use a weekly. Because you can see my days get really, really full. And it's kind of hard for me to see what's going on, and like kind of hard for me to like break up the days and stuff because it's so full. Because I'm trying to keep tasks in here, like day specific. I'm using these little boxes as a daily, and it's getting really full. So I decided I would try dailies. I might continue using this weekly and just have major events here and then like tasks and dinners, but I decided this is the next one. These are Peanut Splinter Code Daily, but I decided I was going to try this. So these are from, please don't be mad at me if I butcher this, but Mariska Bermucci. If I said that wrong, I am so sorry. She does amazing daily inserts. I have used them for years on and off. And I just love them. She does, every year, and you get, it's like $10 to $15 and you get the whole year. And she usually includes like some notes pages or something in there too. It's a really great deal for, I didn't want to have to sit down and make daily inserts. It just is too time consuming. I didn't want to do it for myself. I didn't have the time to do it, so I just decided to buy some. So these are the daily inserts. This is today and this was yesterday. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to see if I need the weekly or not. So what I'm doing is, this is the only thing that I have to have from the weekly is the dinners and the tasks. So I took a Peanut Splinter Co. list sticky note and I printed it out on craft paper sticky notes, and I have the dinners up here and the things that I needed to do this week here. And then as I check them off and get them done, I can put the little day next to them so it signifies what day I did it. Because sometimes I don't want to write things I know I won't get done today need to go here. Because there's no point in me writing it here and then having to move it to the next day and then the next day and the next day. I need a weekly task list so that I can just write it on here, and then whatever day I get it done, I get it done. I also have one of these list sticky notes, and I divided it up into 9 for the 9 different sizes I offer in my inserts, and then these are all the inserts I need to design. So I'm working my way down. I did release the master grocery list on yesterday. The planner sizes is up in the shop, and the calm down guide is up in the shop. So the master grocery list is a freebie. I didn't want to make it a paid item in the shop because it seems very specific to me. I tried my best to generalize it as much as I could for everybody, but I just didn't feel comfortable making people, like, having people pay for that when it was something that's so specific. And it might not work for you, and I don't want you to buy it and then it not have, you know, all the stuff you needed on it. So that one, I didn't feel comfortable making it, putting it in the shop, so I just released it as a freebie. So that's in the freebies folder. That should be linked down below. So this is today. So I've been doing the weather and then like all day things up here. And then the only thing that I don't like about this is it doesn't have the weeks. So I put week 13 up here, and I did it differently in the future days here. But top priorities, and then my daily schedule, which isn't very full. I don't really use a daily schedule very much because there isn't much that I do that is like time based. It's mostly just, these are the things you need to get done today, do them whenever you can kind of situation. So I just have like general design time up here. I was trying to work on some stuff, and then my son's school is right here, and then I usually will list, I do it halfway so that I can list if there's anything I need to get done while he's at school, because sometimes there's stuff where I can't do it while he's here, because either he, you know, wants to be involved and he can't, or like changing the sheets on the bed, like I have to do it while he's not here because he wants to make it a tent and a party. So stuff like that I can't do when he's here, so I have to do it when either my husband takes him for a drive to the store or something, and I can just quickly change the sheets on the bed and that's done. And then this is his allergy medication. So I'm using this as a to-do list, top main priorities, to-do list, and then projects. So like things I'm working on that need to, like projects I'm working on, and like there's parts I need to get done today. This will go here. So I just did a line there. And then notes, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use the notes for. There's some stuff up ahead. I think all day things, like book releases and stuff like that. Like things that are happening that day, but not at a like really specific time. And then this is the future weekend. I have the weather. We have a raid day in Pokemon Go, and then the allergy medication. Like this on Sunday, I plan next week. Groceries on Saturday. And then starts the next week, which is spring break week for my son. And then, so this is the last day of March, and then this starts April. So she has a to-do list at the beginning, and in this insert, she has a to-do list beginning at the beginning of the month, and then starts your daily pages. So that's Monday, and then this is Tuesday. And I've just been going through and filling out everything, because that's the one thing I like about this is with daily pages, I can plan ahead. With this weekly, for some reason, I just, every time I plan ahead in it, like if these are all undated, because if I don't sit down on that week, on Friday of the week before, like today, if I don't sit down and fill this out, and I go ahead and I fill out all these future weeks and get it all set up, I end up not liking it and moving on to something else. So I have to keep these not dated. I don't know why. But it makes it hard to plan. So with these, I can just write things in as they come up, and it's perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm using it, to the best of my abilities. One thing I will say about her daily pages is make sure you get one. If you don't want military time, make sure that you check the time increments, because some of them are like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And last year I accidentally bought the wrong one, and it was military time, and I had to rebuy it. So just make sure you get the right time intervals that you want. If you want military time, make sure you get that. If you don't want it, make sure you don't. But that's the only thing about her inserts, or some of them are military time. And then I have Happy Easter stickers for Easter, and then I just continued on adding in stuff for the daily pages. I think I'm going to like it. I used to love daily pages. And I was going to do day on 2 page, but I always find that they're just too much. It's just too much room. I don't need that much room. It's not mandatory for me to have that much room. So, but I'm really enjoying it, and I can add stuff in as the day goes on if I need to. And I just keep this open like this on my desk. And I have my task list and my meals, and then my design list, that if I get a minute to sit down and work on something, I can work on this. So yeah, those are the daily pages. I'm really loving them. And then I found that on Instagram, Pinterest, shopping list at certain stores, master task list, and then just lists of stuff, extra notebook paper, word searches from Dollar Tree. This is from Hey Planner Girl, and I just filled it out for Watch Becca Plan. And then I have some quotes and stuff. I wanted something in the front here. And then the planner sizes. This isn't the one that's up in the shop. I haven't printed myself a new one yet. So this is the one that I had for myself. The one in the shop has plotter ring binders here. It's rings. So it has Franklin Covey, filofax, general sizes, and then plotter down here. Strings, and then I added Traveler's Notebook Company sizes here, which should be the same as everything else, but yeah. Discs, Happy Planner brand, and then Coil Bound Day Designer, and I added Erin Condren here too. And then other, if you have another planner that you really like, you can add the sizes in here. So it just lists out the different sizes of the different planners, depending on what you need. I needed this because I make inserts for different stuff all the time, so I need to know what sizes everything is. And then we have Watch Becca Plan list, video list, to make list. This is another sheet protector, but I didn't diagonal cut it. It's just an actual sheet protector. Got that off Pinterest. This is a matte laminated sheet with rose petals my husband gave me for Valentine's Day in it. Turned out kind of cool. I wish it had turned out a little better, but it was difficult to do, so I'm not gonna judge it. This is a freebie in my freebies folder. Note from my husband. This is the other thing I released in the shop. It's a calm down guide. It has like emergency techniques if you're really feeling stressed out or anxious. Emergency things that you can do, and then before it gets really bad, stuff that you can do to kind of like mitigate having some kind of anxiety or something you can, some self-care or something you can do to kind of alleviate that before it really gets bad. How to blanket burrito, my favorite technique. If I get so super overwhelmed, I will just wrap myself in a blanket and cocoon and blanket burrito myself until it goes away. No light comes in, no sound, like the sound is muffled, the light is muffled. It's just like complete darkness, but warmth, and I love it. Flame meditation. I did this in college. I was trying to get out of gym credits for my undergrad, and I ended up taking a yoga and meditation class, and this is one of the things they taught us, and I still use it to this day. I absolutely love flame meditation. So, it's not really a waste of a college credit, but yeah, it's one of my favorites. Things to control, things you can control, things to ask yourself, and then battery levels, a little blurb about battery levels. Mood guide. This is a new way I'm going to be tracking my mood in April and beyond, hopefully. This is an insert from Monthly Joy. I'll link her down below. She's on Etsy. It has the graph, and I've used this one before in the past, but I haven't recently. So I'm going to try it again and see if I can. I'm trying to really use my inserts, like really use them and get what I need out of them. So this is, you can put your mood number and then things for the day. So I'm going to try doing just one line a day and hope that that works. And then I have a few more months of that in here. Then I have my master grocery list. This is also not the same as the one in the freebies folder because I edited it a little bit to release it. So not exactly the same, but really close. Product usage, January through December. This is 2024. This is 2025. Has me, my son, my home, and then my husband. And then this is a cleaning tracker. So this, okay, so I was watching Tori on Paper, and she had something similar, and she was inspired by Hellenistic. So I'm going to try this. I've been trying to find a way to get on top of my cleaning like routines and trackers and stuff, and really get ahead of things instead of just putting out fires. So I have my monthly and my quarterly. And then she did it, Tori on Paper did it 2 months, but I think in day, week, month, quarter, year. So I did quarterly. So this is January through March, and I did 1 through 13. And then as the week passes, I can fill in stuff. And it has each room and the task associated with those rooms. And then I have one for each quarter. So this is quarter 2, week 14 through 26. Quarter 3, quarter 4. We're gonna try it, see how it goes. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna hope. Cleaning guide, which I'm in the process of working on releasing. Kindle information and service log. My book tracker guide. This is my this is from Plan with B. This is her new releases insert. And I just have the date and the book title and then what series it is associated with. So I can kind of keep up on that. I'm really into Lola Glass right now on Kindle Unlimited, and she has a lot of books, and so these are all of her different series. So I'm working on reading all of her books because they're all really freaking good. Daily book tracker with how many pages I read every day. I haven't backfilled in January and February, and I'm almost thinking of just putting the cards in here and calling it good and not rewriting all of this information because I just don't want to. I just don't want to. And then this is March. And then I have some more of those pages. This is my book log covers. Covers of all the books that I read. Book log with the number, the count for the year, the title, number of pages, date started, date ended, overall rating, and spice level rating. Because I read mostly spicy books. And then another sheet of that. Library loans, what library, the day I placed it, the day it's due. This is from a video I watched on YouTube and it had book recs. This is I'm currently reading the Bridge Kingdom series, so this is all the books in the series and the page count. And then Lola Glass just came out with a new series, a new book in a series, so that's the next thing I want to read. And then that's another one of the ones I want to read from her. These are checklist inserts from Peanuts Corner Co. And I'm thinking that I might not do this. I don't know. It's a thing where I had it in my previous planners where I would list out all the books in a series and then you highlight it. Each year has a different color and you highlight the book title and the year you read it. I have this in my reading spreadsheet already. So I don't really need it, but I'm just debating on if that's something I want to do or not. So, I don't know if I want to do it or not. It's a lot of writing and I don't know. But what it can do is if for Fourth Wing, the Imperium series, you would write 1, Fourth Wing, 2, Iron Flame, 3, Onyx Storm, and then you'd highlight it with the year that you read it. And then as more books come out, you can add them to the series. I have that already in the spreadsheet, and it's a lot of writing, and I just don't really feel like I want to devote the time to that and have it in here. I've just been having, for series, I've just been keeping a sheet of paper back here, and for the current ones I'm reading, I'll just fill out the current ones with the page numbers, and then, that'll be great. So, I don't know, I don't think I'll do that. Pokemon Go March calendar, April calendar, Pokemon Go level guide, and then these are new freebies in my freebies folder. They're for Pokemon TCG trading card game Pocket. It's a app game where you collect Pokemon cards. This one is for packs, so it's the pack title, the release date, the number of diamond cards, the number of star cards, and crown cards, and I need to add a 4th column for shiny now. Because Shining Revelry has shiny. And then this is the needed cards insert, so I can just go through and list out all the cards I still need. The card number in the pack, what rarity level it is, what type, and then what pack it came from, and then you can do how many pack points it costs to buy it from the little pack point store, or the trading cost, depending. And then this was released the other day for Shining Revelry. It's just a list of all the cards in the pack, all the packs. So I have one of these in this file. I have one for each of the packs, or each of the releases. So the Genetic Apex has Charizard, Pikachu, and Mewtwo. So all of them are listed, and each of the ones, like if you wanted to see all the cards in the Charizard pack, they're listed. All the cards in the Pikachu pack are listed. And then just like sheet of paper. And then this is my personal pocket folder that has our personal medical stuff in it, and contacts and stuff. This is, I showed in the last video all the inserts that are going to go in it, if you want to see what's in there, because now it has information in it and I don't want to show that. So yeah, that's everything. That's the whole setup. I am really enjoying it, and I think that it is going to be a really nice setup, and I'm really excited about the daily pages, because it's really nice to just open up my page and see all the stuff that I need to do, and all the stuff I need to get done today. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I hope to talk to you guys later. Bye.